Hey, what's up guys, my name is not Mia and this doesn't feel right. Hold on. Great, now that we're in nature and we're outside and I am very bright from the sunlight and my ass is getting wet from cobblestones, why did it feel wrong to film this inside? Well, there's no simple answer for it, but I'm pretty sure you guys will figure it out. All your life, as you grow up, people ask you what you want to be when you're older. And I don't think that I've ever really had a proper answer for it. I've always known what I wanted to do when I grew up, and now I know for sure that I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up, and that's what I want to do. What do I want to be exactly? It's quite complicated. See, when I want to grow up, I want to be my 6th grade English teacher. Now let me explain, because I can feel you judging me through the camera. When I was in 6th grade, my English teacher was amazing. He was that one teacher that irritated the shit out of me, but I still loved him completely because he was the only teacher that actually really understood me. But I hope he doesn't mind me making a video about him. He was just such a big inspiration in my life that I felt like I needed to share with you guys. My 6th grade English teacher was probably the most inspiring teacher I've ever had. He was always there, he was persistent, he was determined, and he never gave up on any student. He never gave up on me, and that I'm amazed by, because a lot of people gave up on me. In 6th grade, I was a complete lost cause. I didn't want to be there, you know? I didn't want to be in this town, I didn't want to be at that school, I didn't have many friends at that school at the time. Like, I never had many friends at that school. Like, they were friends, but they weren't friends. So I was pretty lonely, and the feelings of respect that I had toward this teacher started the day that I was sitting alone at break and he came up to me and he sat beside me and we had a long conversation about how sometimes you don't have friends, sometimes you're alone, but sometimes that's the best thing for you. And ever since then, he was kind of just someone in my life who I respected, and he inspired me a lot, and I can see that I'm going to start crying in this video. That's how much this guy means to me. In 6th grade, we had an assignment to do a creative writing task. I wrote about a girl with special powers whose parents abandoned her at a beach because they were afraid of her powers and they were afraid of her abilities and what she could do. But he read through it and he told me how great he thought it was. And that became chapter 1 of the first book I ever wrote, and I finished it at the age of 12. Never published it because it was absolute shite, but that was the first book I ever wrote, and it was all thanks to him encouraging me, and that is why I still write. He's the reason I write. And funny enough, he's published a book now, so go you, sir. Another thing he inspired me by was at a camp when my knee was giving huge problems. That whole camp, like, I have a pretty freaked up knee. You don't understand. My knee is just weird. There are times when my knee is just so sore and I can't do anything about it and there's nothing I can do and it just hurts to walk. I can't walk. And my knee wasn't acting up that badly, but I was tired and I didn't like to do physical activity and I was being a brat, to put it simply. And I didn't pull through for my team and I regret it. And he yelled at me. To put it lightly, he yelled at me, and that was probably the best thing he could have done. Ever since then, I put 100% of my effort into anything. I'm determined, I'm persistent. In fact, at a camp this year, I got congratulated about how determined I was to finish a task, while the rest of the school that was with me didn't want to do anything. They gave up after 2 chances, and I was like, nope, we're gonna do this, and eventually we finished the task faster than any other school had. So holla at me, right? So my English teacher of grade 6 inspired me in many ways. He was always there. To put it mildly, he was always there for any of his students, not just me. And I don't think anyone else really appreciated it as much as I did. And the day I found out that he was moving to Australia was the hardest day of my life. I was crushed. And funny enough, my aunt now teaches his kids English. What are the chances? You know, I don't believe in weddings. I don't believe in the whole ceremony of weddings, and maybe I'll explain to you guys why one day. But I don't believe in weddings. But if I were to have a wedding, the person I would make sure to invite first would be him. He's had such a big impact on my life, and there's nothing I could do to thank him for that more than invite him to my wedding and make this video and tell him. And I don't think he knows what an impact he had on my life, which is really sad, because he should know. He should know that he's the reason I write, that he's the reason I do what I do. He's the reason that I believe that I could do things, and if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be on YouTube. So he's the reason for this too. If it hadn't been for him, I would not be here. I can safely say that. I hope he sees this video so that he knows what an inspiration he is to me. So what do I want to be when I grow up? I want to be my 6th grade English teacher. I hope you guys didn't mind that this video wasn't my usual stuff, and I suppose I don't really have usual stuff anymore considering I've changed my channel completely. But this isn't my usual content, this isn't what I usually talk about. But I hope you guys don't mind. I really need to make this video. Oh yeah, if you guys hadn't noticed, or if you don't read my blog, I've changed my upload schedule again. This time I will be uploading... Birdie, go away. This time I'll be uploading every Monday at exactly 4 PM South African time. Not quite sure when that is California time. But anyway. I'll see you guys later, I suppose. This was Mia signing off. Love you guys.